Hello. Hello, and welcome to Fireside Cocktails. I am your host, Susi Damilano, the co-founder of San Francisco Playhouse, coming to you live from Point Richmond in the heart of the Ohlone people's land that extends from Big Sur to the San Francisco Bay Area. And we want to recognize their connection to this region and give them gratitude for the opportunity to live, work, and learn on their land. So let's just all take just a moment of silence and pay respect to their elders and all the Ohlone people of past and present, and to all the Ohlone descendants who are working today to preserve and nourish their indigenous identity. So let's do that right now, just for a moment. Plus a deep breath. That's always good for me. So tonight, thank you for doing that with me. As you know, we are doing Fireside Cocktails. And if you're joining us for the first time, the plan for the evening is this. We're going to be here for about 45 minutes, and we're going to kick off by learning how to make our guest's favorite go-to beverage. Then we'll talk. And while we do that, you have a job ahead of you. What I want you to do is to, in the chat down below the images, I want you to type questions or comments, and you can do that throughout the night. And at about 20 minutes in, I'm going to ask Donnie to come in and let us know what questions you have that I may not have asked. So to move on with the night, tonight we have the very big pleasure of sharing a cocktail with a magical being. So magical that rather than remembering when we met, I find myself wondering when it could be possible that we didn't know each other. Somehow she's just somebody that I've always felt like I knew inside my being, and identified as a person to watch that you've seen on stage locally at Shotgun Players, on stage with Taylor Mack throughout the country, and on our stage at the grand opening of 450 Post by playing the cello, singing and dancing in Bloody Bloody Andrew Jackson. And since then, I have been blessed to collaborate in Into the Woods, Stupid Fucking Bird, and the role that at first seemed silly and soon so obvious, Mary Poppins. I've learned so much about being a better human simply by watching and listening to our magical guest, Elle Bay. Elle Bay, welcome to Fireside Cocktails.
Ooh. Sweet. Oh, you made my voice go way up. That was the best, most embarrassing intro I've ever had. That was so sweet.
Oh, and so true. I mean, just as I don't know, I honestly was thinking about when did I meet you? And I feel like I didn't actually meet you. I just felt like you were transported into my space, and I just saw the world differently with you in it. And I'm just super grateful for that. And then tonight, I mean, we haven't seen each other in ages. And tonight you popped on the screen 10 minutes before we went live here. And look at you. You're just fabulous and sparkles and everything that I said you would be.
I told you I had to put on, I was like, you're all paying me. I got to put on some drag at least. Otherwise, it's just like, I got to have drinks with my friend. Come on, what?
Oh, speaking of drinks. Okay, so.
Oh, yeah, drinks. Oh, I fucked up and made mine too early, but I'm going to walk you through yours. And I just. Then you all right. Nice bottle of whiskey that I was given.
She knew that I don't drink this drink. She's doing this to me on purpose.
Sorry about it.
Having.
Sorry, not sorry. So my go-to, it's nice because it's simple. Like you don't got to get all fancy. Whiskey, soda, bitters, and lime. So, okay. I didn't bring the bitters in here. Also, I cheated a little because I'm house sitting right now, and they so kindly left me a bottle of whiskey, and it's a very nice one. We got a little Woodford Reserve. Yeah, it's fancy. So, you give yourself, you have your ice, right?
Okay, I have an empty glass. I'll put some ice in it.
All right. I got one of those. They also have one of those fatty ice situations here. So I got a fatty ice cube. Oh, sorry. Oh,
so that is not going to melt.
Mm-mm.
All right. Do you put the whiskey in first?
I put the whiskey in first.
All right.
I
I've
don't know.
got the
I need to take some
I've got the
Bartek.
Playhouse Costco special.
Dude, that's always where I bought my whiskey before.
And how much whiskey did you put in?
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay. Getting there. Come
Really?
On. I mean, that's not, you know, come on. Like half, you know, right? I don't know, a couple shots. Oh
okay.
God.
I sent Bill to the store to get some soda.
Perfect. And
so I'm assuming do you feel I fill the rest of it with soda?
Yeah.
Bit. Oh my God, you guys. This could be a dangerous night. We may be going for hours.
So good.
And then a squeeze of lime. Oh, and wait, the bitters.
The bitters. Yeah, a little dash of bitters in there.
Oh, here it is. All right. I got the bitters.
Mm-hmm.
Looking in
like,
it.
How do you like bitters?
Oh yeah, it smells good.
Okay, well then you can do like a couple, because I do like some people. I do like I like bitters, so I like a strong bitters.
Okay, and then the lime.
And then the lime. Now I like it's not as fun. Oh, I should have had rosemary because I just learned this trick where you smack the rosemary.
Oh, what do you do? What do you mean smack the rosemary?
Like you smack it like hang on, I have a drink in my hand now. You like literally like if I have rosemary, you like give it a little like it's good. And then you put it in. So pretend you have rosemary and you go.
And then you like use it as a stick.
And then I feel like you could stir with it. I feel like it could be exactly. But you just put your lime, squeeze it. You just squeeze squeezy limes.
Yep, I squeeze the lime into it.
And then just like throw that shit in. Then you can use. I mean.
Oh no, I hear you're not supposed to unless you washed it. I didn't wash it.
Oh, okay, then don't. Then rim it.
It smells good. Okay, cheers.
Cheers, ching chings. Thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Come on.
All right. The only other whiskey drink I ever drank was at the Kentucky Derby. What is that?
That's a great place to have whiskey.
What's the drink that has a bunch of mint in it?
Oh Jesus, Mary and Joseph. A mint julep?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I had about 40 of them.
40?
Yeah, you get really thirsty at those things.
You have a fancy hat?
Yeah, we all had big hats, and the race would lasted about 10 seconds, but it was really fun. Okay, so enough about me. I want to talk about you. So I'm just going to start with this. I'm just going to throw you right into the deep end, but it's not the deep end for you. But my first question is, who are you?
What?
And I actually found this really fun. And I mean, everyone that's watching knows that we are using and respecting pronouns is something that people are doing, and especially in theater. I think theater's leading the way in a lot of things that are bleeding now over to society. But what I love about you and your email, so my email says she, he, want to know about this, click here. Yours says they, them, she, her, preferably in combination, rotation, don't know what I mean. Feel free to ask.
So is that what you're asking? Is that the who are you? Who are you? Yeah, thanks for asking, Susie. Yeah, no, I prefer like they, them, and she, her in rotation. So like using both. If you have to use one, then they. But my true preference is for you to keep rotating through they, she, depending. My favorite is in the same sentence.
Oh, that's so cool. Because when I was writing your introduction, I thought, oh man, I'm going to do this. And I thought, oh, I'm going to introduce each part that she played with a different pronoun. And then I thought, maybe I'm misunderstanding what she's saying, and I'm going to get.
No, that's a fair question. No, totally. Well, it's funny because I had to recorrect actually, because I wrote my bio for Poppins that way. And then whoever saw it thought, oh, they must be doing so they changed everything to they. And I was like, no. I wanted they and she, so I had to re-edit it. Yeah.
And am I right to assume that you'd like I love the idea that you want it rolling and interspersed to give all your identities identity. Is that
I mean, it's funny because it's hard to encapsulate. I'm a person, for me, like gender spectrum wise, I feel like there's some folks who I think don't like, feel kind of agendered. And I feel like I'm kind of like all gendered. So I feel, I mean, like really like, if I guess if I have my druthers, like all pronouns, but I feel like does encapsulate a lot of what I feel. But then I also feel some homage to my femme side in this way, or at least like as a femme ally. Like as I go on in life, like the more, the more fluid I feel, I feel like my favorite is like encompassing all the genders at once. But sometimes I kind of like float from one side to the other. It really, depends on the moment. And I love that I can, and that I have the privilege to. So, yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I loved, I think the first show that you and I worked together was Into the Woods, which was my first, and you played the baker's wife, and that was my first show, my first musical that I ever directed. And you had long curly hair, and which is she has gorgeous hair, everybody. I mean, she's got gorgeous short hair, but when it's long, some people, when their hair gets long, it defies them. Hers just is like dream hair. And she asked me if she could shave underneath it. And I said, and I think I just stared at you like, why would you do that? And, but now, I mean, getting to know you better, I feel like that's just such the perfect definition for you, even with the multiple pronouns, that you've got the fabulous sexy, you've got the I can be shaved, no matter what I am, what it is, it's sexy and it's you and it's fabulous.
And
so
you let me shave it for Stupid Fucking Bird too. That was when I was like, can I shave it for this one? You're like, yeah, actually I feel like Mosh, yeah, that works.
Anything you do works. And then we brought Mary Poppins to life in a whole new way. And oh my God, ironically, that was the first time that the fires were really bad. Was that was 28?
Riley and I were talking about it recently. It was just like that year, because last year wasn't as bad, and I was also in Mexico last year, but like, yeah, the 2018, that's when we were first into like 300s, like the low 300s, and it was just like, and we were trying to do tech, and we canceled previews, and it was just like, that was a night. I mean, that was when we were like, the lights, it looked like we ran a haze machine for like hours inside, because it was like total fog all in the theater, but not fog, smoke.
Yeah. And so we rented giant air purifiers. And then since then, our tech director built some. So we have them running 24/7 all the time. It's like, so that, oh my God, we thought that was the craziest things could get.
Right? Living in that time. We go back to that time. Holy crap. Drink.
Seriously, everybody drink with us. I recommend everyone try this. I'm a non-whiskey drinker, and I may be a convert.
And I also kind of like made you pour whiskey. Sorry about it.
Okay, so tell me more. Here's what I don't know about you. I mean, I don't know a lot of things about you, but what are your roots? Where are you from? Where's your family? I just feel like somebody cracked a magic egg and you came out of it. But I know that you've got to have more people that brought you into this life.
Well, when that neon bird from Mars dropped me on the roof. My family is from, I was born in San Diego, North County, San Diego, San Marcos, California. Wow. And then made my way to the Bay for college. I went to Cal and just stayed. But my family's still there. So I have a brother, I have a sweet nephew who is like 2 days younger than Zelda. Zelda's on the February 10th. Is that true?
26.
Oh, 26. Okay. So he's a little bit older. So he's February 12th. And so, but they're the same year, 2016, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. He's an Aquarius. At February 16th, I have a niece that's born that day.
12th, but yeah, Aquarius. Yeah, like me, Aquarian Coven.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're all down there still. I knew I needed to go though when I was little. I was like, this is not where I should be. Like the burbs of San Diego.
I went to San Diego State.
San Diego State? It's like that's further south. Oh, you went to San Diego State?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know that?
Yeah, I know, isn't it funny? We
Hilarious.
had more things in common than we knew.
Love it. I love this time. Amazing. So,
Yeah. And so, okay, so your family's still down there. Then you came north,
mhm.
and then that's so crazy. Now, I read KQED called you a woman to watch, and I read that interview. And then you're also a member at Shotgun, and I don't know if it was in that interview or if I watched a Shotgun video of you that your first show was Three Penny Opera. Could that possibly?
Not my first one. Not my first one. So that was my, I don't, when was that? That was just a really like big turning point show. And it's funny because like KQED, I think that was the last year that they called it Woman to Watch. And I remember when they asked me, I was like, but it was fine because I don't identify as a woman. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and so, but they've changed it to Babe Brilliant, which I appreciate. So, but that was the last year when when it comes up, it's still Woman to Watch. And I was like, okay, great. But
I was actually surprised, but all of the questions and your answers, because this was in 2017, and which is one of the reasons I just think you're so magical, because you've been telling me like things that came out and now, like in the Living Document and We See You White America, you were already talking about the need for all of that back then in that specific interview.
well, I think lots of BIPOC people were, you know what I mean? Like, I think like being in our bodies, like yeah, we've had those experiences. And I like really appreciate like right now is a time where like the revolution is getting like more, how do I, white folk are starting to listen more, you know what I mean? Or like white folk are like more open to listening. And I mean, you always did listen. I mean, it's, you know, whenever we had conversations and stuff like that, like it was, you know, but
you guys, just so you know, if I'm in rehearsal with that, that's why I say I didn't direct Elbe. We collaborated, because I'd look at her and she'd be like,
I'm the pain in the ass actor.
no, it was, let's talk. I'm like, I'm the guilty, ignorant white girl that didn't know. I mean, as difficult as the Living Document and the We See You White America has been, as far as the jolt of, whoa, I thought you guys all liked us, it's also been a great opportunity to just go, okay. And COVID has given a great opportunity to take the time to really read and watch the documentaries and go back and do the education that needed to be done for me to understand everything that you were saying. I was like, okay, whatever you want, I'll do that. But I didn't go back and go, no, why did she say that? I didn't bother with that part.
Yeah. That's interesting. I mean, and that's like really like amazing and vulnerable and brave of you to like say that now. I mean, and even the step though at the time of like being willing to listen though, you know what I mean? Because I think for so many people, when BIPOC people speak up, it's just like, you know, like there's just a knockdown immediately or just like a dismissal or, I mean, lots of different harms. So I think I felt lucky to have a collaborator you in that would just be like, okay, like I hear you. I'm like,
that's good. Let's do it different.
Okay.
Amazing. So, okay, so that wasn't your first show, but that was your turning point. Did you go to Cal as a drama major? Is that?
I went in undecided, and it wasn't until was it my super senior year already? No, it was my senior year, which should have been like my last semester senior year. So like the Christmas before I was home, and I was talking to my brother, and like I had said for years, if I did it all over again, I should have done theater. And I'd always been minoring in theater, but like I didn't like, I was trying to do this thing called ISF, which was like a make up your own major. I didn't have the self-discipline for that. Like you needed to combine your own stuff anyway. And he was like, why don't you? And that was like the first time I was like, why don't I? And I looked into it and I was like, well, if I stay an extra year, I can actually do the major instead. I had so many, I just didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I was good enough to like make a career. And so I just did, for the first time, I was like, I'm not.
Isn't that the prerequisite for being an actor, is thinking you're not good enough?
Is that so sad too? It's so sad that is like, that's the way that we, I don't know. We're so unkind to ourselves in that way. Like, you know, I like better for our kiddos.
And yet at the same time, I think it also, I mean, it is something that is ridiculous to feel that, but at the same time, that is the human condition too. And we're supposed to reflect the human condition. Everybody's always like trying to prove themselves to what? You're perfect already. So when did you get, because you're also a fantastic musician.
So when did I get what? When did I get,
when did that happen?
That was my mom. So like, also like, my parents, I mean, and it's incredible because my parents are immigrants from Malaysia. And so like, I always marvel like so much at what my mom was able to figure out, like in the early 80s, like without internet, as an immigrant, like all of like the random like cultural things and like progressive education she found for us in North County, suburban San Diego. You know what I mean? Like, that woman just like really, really set us up, like me and my brother. Like, so we had, like I started violin when I was 2. I started piano when I was 2, you know, I started cello again when I was 7. Like, we did ballet. She would take us to plays and like, you know, and they were like middle class. And so like, she found like, you know, free things and like the cheap, you know, she would take us to youth theater because it was cheaper than taking, you know, but then we would also go to the opera for free at the dress rehearsals, like when I was 6. So she was amazing in that. And so that's kind of like, she started us young with that. And so I feel lucky because that is, I think I said this in that interview to the KQED thing that I like, I came up at a time when the actor musician thing was like the zeitgeist. And so that's kind of like what made like, you know, the in the career in that moment. So, yeah.
Well, it's amazing. I'm hoping that people are watching that also got the privilege of seeing Bloody Bloody Andrew Jackson at our theater. That was the thing that we opened 450 Post with. And if you didn't see it, the amazing thing because the show predates Hamilton, but it's the same sort of thing where everybody's in the band and everybody's singing and dancing and telling the story of Andrew Jackson of all things. And at the end, I don't remember, you're going to have to set the stage, but at the end, she literally picks up her cello, the giant thing that's down there that you use a bow. She picks it up as if it's a violin and it breaks the bow. Like this woman is a rock star. So what? How did that happen?
I mean, we were just playing. I mean, it was a rock show. And so it was fun about that show. I mean, a couple things that were so interesting about the show, because that was 2012. Like, I mean, I don't know how that show ever made sense without folks of color in it. You know what I mean? Because like, it premiered on Broadway with all white people. And I'm like, well, then this is just like fucked up. Like, why? What? So we had like Ash Khan as Andrew Jackson. We had like, you know, we had like, you know, me and we had Saf and it was, you know, it didn't make sense to me unless they were BIPOC bodies in those roles at all. And it's still kind of also, I was like, well, the script's slightly problematic. But what was fun is that also because like John, you know, was amazing and had all actor musicians, like we got to like really play and like create our kind, you know, our own orchestrations with the rock. So it was just fun. So I mean, I just was jamming out on bass notes. I was just like, it's the finale. We gotta rock. Come on.
Oh my God. It was the best thing about that show is, I mean, it started with Nina Ball, who designed the set, who just basically threw down the gauntlet because Bill usually designs the sets and he's amazing. And she got into our new, bigger space and just said, we're using the space. We're going to have a giant open thing. And then with John and you, it was just such the perfect way to open a new theater.
It was a workout. That show was a workout. I remember being like hours. And then poor Lucas was in like pleather pants and a wool jacket with a hoodie underneath that didn't have the sleeves cut off. And I was like, girl, like, say something about that, because I can't remember how much weight he lost.
I'm guessing Opera must have costume designed it because her favorite look is leather, and so everybody was in pleather, and we're like, oh my God, they must be so hot. And she's like, yeah, but they look good.
Amazing.
Oh my God. Okay, so tell me how, because you did Mary Poppins, which was, I think, the number one selling show we ever had was Into the Woods. And then we did Mary Poppins, and it is the only show that beat Into the Woods.
Is it
And
still,
huh?
is it still that? No.
Yeah, yeah. And
Really?
I think the one Donnie is probably on the other end calculating right now. But I think one of the reasons was we've increased our ticket sale prices for Mary Poppins. But though you were in the two highest grossing shows ever that we did.
Well,
And
that's the thing, you say I'm magic, but like I was like, I think maybe someone's given me the magic. I'm getting a little magic from that end, then I can just
right. But I think when you
roll.
identify your magical kingdom, you can go, everybody wants to be in it. So, but then you and Wiley and did Mary Poppins. Wiley, everybody was Bert in Mary Poppins. And oh my God, I know everyone that saw that has a crush on Bert. We all know. And yes, it's Wiley. And he took off to Brazil, right? Or no,
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
Mhm.
And you went to Mexico City.
Yeah.
And tell us about that.
So, I mean, I planned it before that, but it kind of all came together like, yeah, fast and furious. But I just needed another consciousness, like I needed, and I wanted to Spanish is the closest thing I had to a second language. It still is, though I'm not like fluent by any means still. And I've been in California all my life, and I was single and my parents are healthy. So I was like, oh, I got to go now. And so it was time. And so I went down. I went on tour before that, but then I went down.
With Taylor Mack.
No, that one was with the Bangsons. With the Bangsons. With the Bangsons, Sean and Abigail Bangsons, we did a national tour of 100 Days, which was a musical that we actually did at Z Space, premiered in Z Space in 2014. Yeah.
Yep.
And then that guy on tour. So
and now are you, so you just said that you're back.
I'm back for the moment. I don't know for how long. We were saying this a little bit like right before we got on the airs. Is that what you call this when we're on Zoom? Are we on the airs?
Yeah, we're TV stars right now.
TV stars. Drink. I'm reading The Artist's Way, and with Wiley and a group of friends. And
that's great to do it with a group of friends.
Oh my God, I feel like it's so necessary. I feel like I would absolutely have given up. We're going into chapter 11 next week. We're on chapter 11 right now. We're going to discuss it next week. Cause I would have and it's 12 chapters. So it's 12 weeks long.
That's so smart. I did it by myself in my 20s. It was before I discovered acting even. I was like, I need something. And somebody introduced me to The Artist's Way. And so I did it by myself. But that'd be such a fun thing to do again.
But you finished it by yourself in your 20s? That's incredible. That is like an amount of self-discipline. That is incredible. I would never.
Look, I'm a CPA.
That's right.
We get shit done.
They totally do. I love it. Powerhouse. I don't remember why I went off on that tangent. Something about.
Okay, you're doing The Artist's Way with Wally. Why? Sorry, Wiley. I hope you're watching.
They might be. I think the whole Name the Strasser clan might be watching.
Oh, that's amazing. So you're doing that. Is that part of the reason you're coming back?
Oh, yes. So basically, universe told me it just, I'm floating around right now in the Bay. I'm like house sitting, like, thank God, such generous folks have given me places to stay for the moment. If you need a house sitter, let me know. Anybody. But I might go back to, I don't feel done with Mexico, but basically being there in a pandemic without my loved ones, without community, like it's changed my life to be able to come back here. And like, I just have that in Albany and now I'm in Berkeley, like to be able to walk in the street and not run into 10 million people all the time. And then to like be able to see people socially distanced in somebody's backyard, like to see my dear loved ones, like in person although touching, we can't touch, and which is a whole nother thing. But just being able to be around community is really been a huge boon for me right now. So that kind of brought me back for the moment. And yeah, I'm not sure what is next. We'll find out. But I feel very like in the right place right now, very in universe right now with Artist Way, etc.
That's so cool. Is Wiley still in Buenos Aires?
Back too. So he came back right before actually the pandemic in February. So he's been back. He's in Santa Cruz with his parents.
Oh, yeah. Great. So you can see him. And
yeah, and I've seen him. And go. I
know. I hate this thing. You can't talk.
I
can't talk over people. Okay, since we're interrupting each other, I'm just going to ask Donnie. Are there any questions from people in the chat? I don't want to skip over that. Okay, tell me what those questions are.
All right, hold on. Let me see if my camera is on here.
Wait, yeah. Donnie, can people hear you talking?
People can hear me now, yeah. I just turned myself on.
Hi,
Elle. Hi, Susie. It's so great to see you guys.
Man, that whiskey really works.
Do you make one too, Donnie?
I have a beer. I have a lovely Freem IPA here. So I didn't have the whiskey. Yeah, this is an Oregon beer.
Donnie's up on Orcas Island right now.
Oh, pretty pants.
Yeah,
right? Isn't that amazing?
This isn't about me. It's lovely to see you both. I have a few questions to ask you from the chat.
Yeah.
From Tom and Stephanie Lima, a question for Elle. If you could play the cello full-time for a living or act in theater for a living, what would be your passion? You're clearly talented at both.
Thank you. God. See, I can't choose. I can't, which is why I do both. I'm sorry, that's a cop-out answer, isn't it? That's so not the answer.
It's not a cop-out answer. I'm just gonna throw down. I'm gonna answer for you. I'm gonna give a story of, because you know David, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, David Diggs worked with us several times, and I'm sure he's worked with Al, and everybody knew who he is. And he was also a rapper, and has his band called Clipping. And I was asking him the same question. Do you want to do music or do you want to be an actor? You can be a superstar if you just got to choose. And he went on to do Hamilton, where he did both. And that has launched his career enough to do, now he continues to do both. So I'm just saying, you could do whatever you want. You could be president if you want, Elle.
Thanks, Susie. I so don't want to be. Because I know I shouldn't be fucking president.
Oh my God, you would be awesome. Can you imagine? You'd be like, I'm only doing the debate if I can have a whiskey during the debate.
Obvi. That's the prereq.
Okay, Donnie, bring us some more.
Okay, here's a question. Is there a dream role you haven't been able to take on yet that you are yearning to do, Elle?
Oh man, see, here's the thing. My bucket list roles are ones that I had from when I was 2 years old. One I will never do because, like, Bad News Bears, which is Anita in West Side Story.
Why?
Like, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm not going to take that from somebody, you know? We see you a lot. Come on. No, I truly believe, like, I'm not going to take that from a Latinx person. So, Anita, although I will say Wiley and I have planned a 30-minute geriatric West Side Story. If you guys want to commission us.
You just tapped into exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, but what if we did like,
I'm telling you, okay, here it is. I'm announcing it officially. So get ready, Wise. We have to do it now. It's a 30-minute, like we're like in an old folks home, like geriatric. Yes. And it's just a 2-person, like, condensed West Side Story. So maybe then I can play Anita. Maybe.
Let's do it.
And then my other bucket list from when I was 2, Miss Hannigan.
What's Hannigan?
Miss Hannigan from Annie. I just wanted a drink apparently from when I was 2 as well. Like I was like, let me like, yeah.
How do you remember anything from when you were 2?
I remember a dream I had when I was 2. It was my family was making spaghetti, but they were all white redheads, and the spaghetti was purple. That was the only dream I remember.
That's really incredible. That's so funny because Bill and I were just talking about how, there's so many theories about childhood and like a girlfriend of mine just did addressing your childhood issues weekend. And she said, 0 to 3 are your formative years. Whatever happens to you then is everything. And I'm like, but you don't remember anything. How can you even go back and deal with that? How would you remember? And you're telling me you remember too.
I mean, I cognitively remember, even if you don't cognitively remember though, your body, you somatically like ingrain things 0 to 3. I mean, like, the first 5, I'm so glad that became like an official thing because it's real, like our bodies inherit so much, either nurturing or trauma during those years that like we will have for the rest of our life for sure. So, yeah.
Donnie, any other questions?
Yes, indeed. What was your favorite thing about Mexico City, Elle?
Oh God.
Thing or things?
Oh. Things help. I mean, the thing is that I spent half of my time there in a pandemic. So it was like my house. No, I mean, the food is amazing, but the people, I mean, this is the thing. Like, I feel like I'm like stereotyping in a whole nother way. I don't know, like people there have a heart and a kindness on a base level. Like I felt so welcomed and so, just super embraced, and like the willingness that people have to help each other. I mean, there's also like it's interesting coming from the States and like my own ideas around like health and boundaries and stuff, and like where we should have boundaries, like for, just for our own self-care. But people are just, so willing. I mean, like my bike broke down on the side of the street one time, and these like people came out from their store, like mechanics, like from the closed door, like came out and were like, are you okay? Like, I just feel like that level of care for like just a stranger and like, just like the humanity, I don't encounter as much up here, in the States, maybe in the Midwest, if I spent more time there, I don't know.
That is such a beautiful story because Bill and I also love Mexico, but we've only been to the beach. And, but people are nervous for us when we go. They say Mexico is so dangerous. So it's great to hear from you that in Mexico City, which isn't it like one of the biggest cities in the world?
Gigantor. It's gigantor, but people are so kind. Also, their park game is on point. There are so many beautiful parks and trees there. It's just like full, which I'm like, how is it as polluted as it is? Because there's so many trees. But yeah. So maybe the trees, the people, and the food. I gotta choose, right?
What's your favorite Mexican food?
Oh God, no, you can't do that. That's too hard. That's like, I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
We'll do another show on that.
Okay, good. Yeah, full another cocktailage.
Donnie, what else?
Okay, a couple more. Please speak about working with Taylor Mack, someone says.
Like speak like
just talk about
it. Tell us the secrets of Taylor Mack.
Taylor Mack is my favorite performing artist and one of my absolute favorite human beings of all time. Taylor is like, it's so funny because anytime I do like inspiration stuff or like Taylor is who like I would want to be. Like Taylor has my dream career and is my dream human and is like one of the most inclusive, caring, like well-rounded, smart as hell people that I just like. I'm so blessed to have in my life, and so blessed to collaborate with. Just like mad genius, mad heart level. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love Taylor. It's magical. It really is. And like getting to sing, like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need any, I don't know what to strive for, because I've had my dream of like singing alongside my favorite performing artists of all time, like, on stage with people. Like, it's just like, yeah.
Isn't that I think that's an interesting thing that you bring up, because I had similar feelings a few years ago of when you set goals or you have dreams and you achieve them, then, oh shit, I didn't plan for past that.
Yeah, totally. What was your dream? What was a dream that you felt like you fulfilled, that you were like, what do I?
I think being able to quit my corporate job and do art.
Yeah.
And I did that by having the Playhouse and being able to, basically we make art every day, and I get to use all the tools I learned as both an accountant and an artist. And you just kind of go, okay, so what else, what is my next, I've got trained that I'm supposed to have these goals and things to achieve. But I think even that is shifting. That is shifting of, now I'm really just seeking how to really, what does it mean to live in my light? And how does living in one's light, how is that a goal that is worthy? You know what I mean? It's just like, not that I understand the word, but it's hard. I'm still on the learning, seeking part of, I know that that's super important, because people that live in their light, you do, and you just feel it. You walk in the room and you just go, everything is going to be okay, because
That's gorgeous. I think we're not given a supportive environment to do that. When we're all trying to like run the rat race of capitalism, like, it's not, yeah, like you said, like we're trained to think like what's the next thing all the time, rather than like being in that light. I love that. I always talk about it as like presence, but like I love thinking about like living in your light. And do you have your witch crystals on?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. That's something that Susie and I share too. We love our witch crystals. Which power necklace is that? Which stones you got?
This is Divine Feminine.
Yeah. So good. Always.
Which I thought was perfect for you.
I love it.
Okay, Donnie, you said, is there one more?
Just a handful of people saying, "Bring on West Side Story," including.
Guys, if you're listening, we're on it. We're on it. Playhouse is going to commission it, right? Done.
I know if Bill is watching, he's downstairs going, I'm in this. And so if Louis watching, he's like, I'm in this.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike Martinez is in the chat. Mike Miguel Martinez is in the chat, and says he wants to do it too.
Fight director.
Oh my God, you are so fun.
We're gonna pick up the walkers.
Oh yeah, no, you're so making us fly. Making our walkers something. Thank you.
Oh no, the walker will be. It's like the walker goes down on you, and that's how you get pinned down. Maria. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God, I just have this it's like Waiting for Guffman style inside. Oh, we're gonna have to reach out to the Eugene Levy.
It's happening.
Okay, so this is great. So I think that wraps up the audience participation portion. And if you wish you would have asked a question next time, do it early. Yes. And yes, the whiskey is kicking in. So
yay. Oh, mine's been kicking in the whole time. It was good.
Oh my God, it's such a good drink. This is really dangerous. Bill's like, oh no, she's drinking whiskey. Okay, so I have my bonus round. It's 10 questions.
Oh God, is it like?
Are you ready?
Is it like rapid? What are they called? Okay, yeah.
If you have to think, it's not a rapid fire. It's just 10 questions. I'm just gonna go through them. You take your time in answering them.
Good deal.
Okay, ready? Breathe.
Love it.
Dog or cat?
Oh, dog, cat. Oh my.
Oh, Emmy just gave you a dirty look. Just kidding. Dream meal.
Oh. Oh, what, like meal? So like it could be like 10 course.
Dream meal. You define it.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, God.
Tell us. Bring us.
Bonus round. Okay. Probably start with some chips and like guac or salsa. And then
Please both. Can we have both?
yeah, Avi. And like variant salsas, like 10 different salsas. All spicy. And then oh man, I'm gonna literally take forever, so I'm just gonna cut it down.
That's fine.
And then some sort of like probably like I like my like soul cooking is like Chinese Malaysian. That's what my mom would cook because we're Chinese, but they're from Malaysia. So like some sort of like rich, spicy Chinese Malaysian situation. Oysters.
Raw or cooked?
Raw.
Okay, just checking.
I mean, I don't mind to cook, but raw. Lots of oysters with a beer, but maybe not like too much of a beer because then you get full. And then like a pie, probably some like probably like 5 different kinds of pies, but like a bite of each, you know what I mean? Like, and all seasonal. So you get the berry, you get an apple, you get a peach, you get like a lemon in there, a banana cream, all the pie. And I'm trying to make this quick, I swear to God.
Don't be quick. I'm actually
literally I will just like I will like name a 10-course meal.
That's amazing. So we had chips and salsa and guac, and then we had a Chinese Malaysian something that was spicy.
Something, because I don't know what. There's too many good, rich, beautiful.
Can we just say your mom is cooking?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That course. And well, actually, I think, do the oysters come after the Chinese?
No, oysters came before. I forgot it until, yeah.
Okay, go. And then we have dessert with pie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And you know what? I'm a pescatarian, but also maybe some lamb. And your turkey. Okay, can I just tell everyone that Susie, oh God bless you. So actually, when I think about how we met, because I know we met beforehand, I remember you coming up to me during like a dress rehearsal, like during tech of Bloody Bloody. And I do remember like the moment that like we met, but I can't remember when during tech it was. But then we like bonded during opening, when there was this incredible opening for 450 Post, and I knew it when before the show started, there were like 5 turkeys backstage.
Because we put it all backstage and then opened the curtain and invited everyone to walk across the stage to the back.
There were 5 turkeys. So I was like, oh shit, this is a big deal. There's 5 turkeys here. But then of course, like classic, like by the time we changed, like all the food was gone. So then like when we were dancing, I was like, we were like starving. So then I got like a turkey carcass and was like dancing with the turkey carcass and trying to like feed people the scraps of the turkey carcass. And Susie, God fucking bless her, was like, oh my God, you didn't get to eat. And so from then on, every fucking show I've done at Playhouse has made a turkey and put it in the office to save for us to have a turkey. Oh, love you.
Yes. And okay, this is let's only people that were in the room will know all the details. But during Bloody Bloody Andrew Jackson, I did make you a Thanksgiving meal for the entire cast because we had a 2-show day, and there was turkey, so everyone got the turkey. But some people also had more than one glass of wine.
Oh, yeah. It got a little sloppy. It's like not me. No names, but it was
hilarious, and on stage was scary. I was laughing, but
I think there was cold medicine also. Like it was, it's not on purpose. It's fine.
Anyway, okay, so that was number 2. Okay, number 3. What is your favorite word?
Superfluous.
And you guys wonder why I cast her as Mary Poppins. I mean, so close to super.
Yeah, say it. Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, please. I hope you don't. Okay. What is one item on your bucket list that you have not done yet? I'm sure your bucket list is not even a list. It's like a book.
Oh, Lord. Probably, I haven't traveled to South America yet. I've only, like, the furthest south I've been is Mexico. No, well, like, Mazunte in Mexico. Yeah, the further south I've been is Mexico. What's that?
And my friend was living there.
I know. I never visited him while he was down. It's dumb. We'll go back someday.
Okay. If you could have a drink with anyone alive or dead, who would it be?
Oh God, these fucking jeepers creepers. I'm so bad at these. Because then it feels like you have to pick favorite. I'm real bad.
Oh, okay. Let me rephrase it.
Oh.
One of the people that you could have a drink, if you could have a drink with people, alive or dead, who would they be?
Wait, so there's like more? Oh man, I don't know if that's better or not. I like having a drink with you. Can that be my answer?
Oh, okay. All right. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings.
I just literally, I can't, I'm so bad at that stuff. I mean, because I always, like, who do I admire? Like, that's like a thing, right?
Okay. Or right. Not even who you might admire. Who would you like to have a conversation with? Even if it's Trump. If you want to just have a drink with Trump and go, what the fuck?
Oh God, no.
Okay. I'm just kidding. Obama, Michelle. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Bowie and like Janelle.
Yo-Yo Ma.
Who?
Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma. Yo-Yo Ma. Sure. Yo-Yo Ma.
Did I say it wrong?
No, that was totally right. I just I would have a drink. I think I would just literally have a drink with anyone. Maybe that's my answer.
Okay. I've got the wrong answer.
Well, but I like to learn about people. So
what about Julia Brothers?
Oh my God, I would love to have a drink with Julia Brothers. I've had a drink with Julia Brothers, and I would have a drink with Julia Brothers any hour of any day. You know that we call each other favorite. And that's our nickname for each other.
Well, she heard that you were going to be having a drink with me, and she's like, "Is she here? Is she?"
She's not in the Bay, is she? She
was.
Okay, she was
last week.
What? Is she still here?
Nope.
Oh, crap! I messed that up. I could have had a drink with Julia Brothers. Julia Brothers, that's my answer. Julia Brothers.
I'm going to tell her to watch this, and she fucking missed out on this too. Okay, so number 6. What's your favorite song or lyric?
Okay. Lord, I can't think of one, and literally the one I'm thinking of right now is a Tune Yard song. This is gonna get dark. And the one that's resonating with me in this exact moment for whatever reason, because I'm having a really good time, is the thing about living a lie is just wondering when they'll find out. Ooh, I think that that was TMI. I just told y'all deep shit about me. The thing about living a lie is just wondering when they'll find out. So Tune Yards is my favorite band. They're Oakland based. And I think that's that's a core wound thing. That's that has me sometimes.
You said that brings it dark, but it doesn't bring it dark. It brings it real.
We just got real, y'all. Bonus round.
We just got real, y'all. And I haven't even made a second drink. Oh, whoops.
I know my ice is on. Oh, my ice melted.
What a ripoff. Just kidding. All right. So what is your go-to quote?
My go-to quote? People have go-to quotes? My go-to quote. I mean, I do have things I say over and over, but they will not make sense to anyone.
Who cares?
Because they're all inside jokes.
So?
One is, we're here, we're queer, we're riding on your house. Who's gonna know what that means?
Did you say riding or rioting?
Either. We're writing. It's because my friend in the Castro, it happened one time, literally someone wrote on the side of his house, we're here, we're queer, we're writing on your
Oh,
house.
we're writing
on your house. So literally I say that all the time now, for I'm like, I'm here, I'm queer, I'm writing on your house. Yeah.
That's actually a really cool statement. I like it. All right. So what is the title of your memoir?
Oh, Jesus, these questions. Extra.
I love it.
I was bonus round, you know, and extra, just extra.
I love it.
Lots.
What's the best advice you've received or given?
Oh, received or given? Lord. Something about boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure. Having good boundaries. Something about having good boundaries. Having healthy boundaries is like super important and helpful. I think, because I think I came to understanding healthy boundaries like later, I feel like in life. Like I feel like when I was younger, it was not, you know. And I feel like it's lifelong learning. And always shifting, and you know, so yeah. Something about boundaries.
I think that's a very good thing. So what do we need most right now?
We need queer, trans, BIPOC people in leadership.
Right on. Right on. That's the end of the bonus round, girl. You did it.
Bonus round was stressful.
I'm so sorry that it was so stressful, but
it was fun too.
I think it's fun. And I guess, yeah, I think I wrote these. It's fun. It's fun. I'm going to go back and listen to the recordings and maybe write down what everybody said, because everyone says different things and they're all so cool. It's like, there's no rules and there's no good answer. It's just every answer just opens up a whole new world that you go, oh, that's great. I can relate to that. So thank you for being game.
I think it's very smart to do it at the end. Otherwise it would have been more stressful. It's good. It's good.
Oh, girl, I don't want to stress you out ever.
No, it's great. It's so good. I've had so much fun.
Thank you. Well, I've had so much fun with you, and it's so great to see you. And maybe, well, if you are back, we're going to offline plan a date.
I would love.
Let's make a date. Okay. All right. So I'm going to close up because we're coming on in the hour. I want to thank you, Elbe. You're amazing. Actually, answer one quick question, or maybe it's not a quick answer. So your name is is your family name Bay?
My family name is Bay. Yeah.
So everyone calls you El Bay. Like that would be everybody calling me Susi Damilano. Yeah. And everybody calls you Bebe. Mm-hmm. But is that just, so that's just all super cool with you?
I love it. I mean, El Bay is very short. I mean, Wiley only calls me Bay, and his whole family calls me Bay. And I love it. Like I love, El Bay, El Bay, Bay. Yeah, it's all, I dig.
You have a middle name?
I do.
What is it like? Exandria?
It's something wacky. Do I want to say this on the airs? I don't know if I want to say it on the airs.
All right, that'll be
I'll tell you offline. No, okay. But El Bay is, it's fun. I had my friend saw my paycheck one time, like, and had known me for like a year and a half, and saw my paycheck, like, and was like, El Bay, are you like Cher? And I was like, what? And they're like, you just have your first name on your paycheck? I was like, Bay's my last name, bitch. Like, you know me for like a year and a half. What are you talking about?
It flows so easily that it just seems like El Bay, Bay. But yeah, El, it's like almost feels weird only to call you El.
Yeah, I feel like I prefer El Bay or Bay or to El. Like El feels more formal.
Is L short for Eleanor?
L is short for something. I don't say what it is in public. I'll say like one-on-one what it is.
Awesome. This is you guys are learning what the true inside boundary is.
Oh yeah, boundaries. Good boundaries.
Yeah. I love it. Okay. So thank you, Albe, for joining us tonight. Thank you for introducing me to this fabulous cocktail. I'm feeling very happy. And I want to thank all of you watching. I want to thank everybody, especially who bought a free ticket and then made a donation. Next Monday, this Monday, we're going to do a Zoomlet, which is a fly on the wall to a first rehearsal, and it's called Assure, Cure, Lure Story by Aaron Loeb, directed by John Tracy, who we love. And I'm sure it's going to be an amazing cast. I didn't check the cast, but knowing Aaron Loeb and John Tracy, who is not going to be amazing in it. Next, and then a week from today, Bill and I are leapfrogging. He's going to have a fireside chat, and I think this is going to be very cool. He's going to have a fireside chat with Pat McKinnon, who is the artistic director of ACT, and I think she went into office just in time to be shut down by COVID. But anyway, thank you, everybody. Go make a cocktail. Enjoy your evening. I love you, Elbe.
I love you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.